Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Clouds Media. My name is Nate Zion. As usual, we bring you the latest association news, football news, and also the news surrounding, the latest news right now. It's all about Thomas Tuchel's, the rumors surrounding Thomas Tuchel, and also, you know, uh, um, we have other news in terms of the Manchester United takeover. We'll probably shift that news tomorrow. It was supposed to be today, but if you're looking forward for that news, unfortunately today we don't have it. We have that news that will take over tomorrow, and we'll be joined here by Steven and Ryan today. I hope both of them are doing very very well. But I'll come back to them whilst they are waiting patiently for them to be introduced to the panel. And you guys already know that Steven and Ryan, as usual, they're always here with me. No, so we're gonna talk a lot about what is going on. Bayern Munich. Today's topic is more based on Bayern Munich. There's so many questions that I'm gonna ask, and the fans is Thomas Tuchel the right person to have a move to Bayern Munich? Is he the right person, and his tactics that he plays? We'll also look deeply into that. But then, as we have here today's episode. Oh, 1 minute. What am I doing here? Yes. Today we have a lot on the table to talk about in terms of the link for Bayern Munich. Thomas Tuchel heavily linked with the Bayern Munich job, and also PSG and Chelsea manager Thomas Tuchel is in talk to become the next Bayern Munich manager in this video, and also we'll dive into details and potential move and what could be, and what it means for the future of the football club. Also, we'll be very, very happy to get into, and also we'll be joined by my good friend, a German football expert. He is heavily, he dies for Bayern Munich. He dies for the German league per se, but he will be here on that platform. And then when he comes, I'll give him more time. I'll give him almost about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Let him talk. Let us take through what he makes of the sack of Nagelsmann, and then the new coach, which is going to be Thomas Tuchel. Will ask his opinion and take us through what he thinks so far and how the chances of them qualifying to the finals of the Champions League. So we will look into the next. I've asked myself so many questions, and I've asked some fans, but I haven't got all the answers here. But if you're in the chat, the comment section, I have questions over there. Try and see if you can give me an answer. That will help the stream. Also, get yourself entertained by some of these questions that are in the chat. So let's get into some of the questions that I asked. Is what kind of coaching style does Thomas Tuchel bring to Bayern Munich? Is it the kind of style that Bayern Munich like? Would they like it? We saw the kind of style that Thomas Tuchel brought to Chelsea. What kind is it going to take to Bayern Munich, and how successful has Thomas Tuchel been in his last previous clubs? We'll look also into it. Can Tuchel lead Bayern Munich to the European success finals? We've done it with Chelsea. He couldn't do it Paris Saint-Germain. Can he do it elsewhere? And also, what kind of a relationship would Tuchel have with the Bayern Munich board and players? Reason why I'm saying this is from what I've read and what I've listened to, people describe Julian Nagelsmann to be a kind of a person that really upset and annoying lots of people in Bayern Munich football club. He wasn't in good terms with Manuel Neuer. He wasn't talking well with Thomas Müller. A whole lot of people in Bayern Munich football club, and also they also talk about development. He couldn't develop certain players very, very well. When I talk about certain players, they said that Sadio Mane has been struggling, and then Nagelsmann has not been able to develop him very, very well since he came from Liverpool to Bayern Munich. And also Leroy Sané is also one of them. He hasn't been able to develop the player who's struggling very, very well. So whilst we're here, let me introduce my panelists to us here. Let me introduce panelists to everyone here. I have Ryan. Ryan, big up to you, Ryan. I have two Ryans here, but I'll try and make sure. No, I have one Ryan at this moment. But our special guest was supposed to be Bayern Munich Ryan. I have Scala United Ryan, and I have Chelsea FC Ryan. Guys, how are you guys doing today?
You mean Liverpool Ryan and then I always forget who it is. My bad.
I have Liverpool Ryan. I have Manchester United Herbert, and
That's the one.
then
My
yeah,
bad,
probably
Herbert.
the Scala will help me so I don't get myself confused all the time trying to call Ryan Herbert all the time. So yes, we have Herbert. Welcome to the stream, Scala, Mr. Scala United.
Yeah, I mean, thanks for having me. Very interesting development yesterday. I mean, looks like all these clubs are, they suddenly get active in the international friendly break, whatever this is. I mean, it's a qualifier break, but he's surprising, man. I mean, I was just looking through his stat. He's got 71% win percentage. And he's got 8 out of 8 in the Champions League. Yeah, we still yet to lose in the Champions League, and they are hot favorites as well to win the competition. So obviously, this is not related to his performance. I think more about off-field stuff which you just mentioned. Falling out with Muller, Sane, Neuer, and even the hierarchy. So I mean, I didn't expect him to be that kind of guy. He looks like a cool guy to me. He's very young as well. So I don't know what happened there, man. I mean, but clearly there's
Well,
a
we'll
good
come
manager
back.
in the market now.
Yeah, Herbert, we'll come back to the subject. We'll come back to the subject itself. I was just introducing you, so thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anyway, Mr. Ryan, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing today, sir?
Yeah, Nizan, I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, I'll look past that introduction where you introduced me as Chelsea Ryan. I'll put that down to a slip of the tongue.
Yeah,
But
I know.
good to be here. Good to be here.
It is a big slip of the tongue, guys. I just wake up not even an hour, not even an hour. Would I say an hour? Just about a minute ago to come over here. My alarm failed me. So as soon as I wake up, it was just 10 minutes to come to the stream, and then you end up having a very heavy voice and everything. So yeah, I'm not really myself sitting down here. So Mr. Steve, welcome to the stream again, brother.
Yeah, good to be back on. Obviously, the reasons why I've not been able to be on this week. But yeah, it's good to be back on. We're at the end of the week, and yeah, it's interesting developments that are happening.
Absolutely interesting development that happened coming from Steven. So yeah, before the messages, the comments have been meaning already. If I'm gonna wait, I'm gonna end up reading messages in about 15-20 minutes late. Just like Herbert told me yesterday. So I'll try not to do that again. This is coming from Patrick. Patrick said so much for TT to the squad. That's coming from Phantom. He sent that to Phantom. Big up knee up. He is finally got the job. Bayern Munich plans, it seems, already in place to raid Chelsea for another Barry Kante and Mount. I have heard today. TT also sees Kai as a replacement for Muller, coming from a DJ. Big up to you, DJ Salve.
Take Kai out the club.
Yeah. Take Kai out of the club. Yeah, that's what DJ means. I'm not saying they will go, but MMM and another Barry out. Barry, our coach, could possibly go.
Mason Mount and Anthony Barry.
Oh, Mason Mount and Anthony Barry. Assistant coach. Yeah, I was hearing something about Anthony Barry, but I don't want to make this stream about Chelsea. I want to finish it.
It's not about Chelsea though, because Tuchel admires him. A lot of people in football world admire him, and Tuchel wants him at Bayern. So about Anthony Barry and that.
Okay.
Because Tuchel admires him, so he wants him with him. But he initially came to Chelsea under Lampard, but he's impressed a lot of people, and that's why Tuchel wants him at Bayern.
Okay, Blue Blood said Phantom must be late as he is buying Shed, buying Scraps, buying PGS, and then Breadways, everything. Bayern Munich. He's buying Bayern Munich. He's also wanted to say that Bayern Munich is Bavarian club, and where BMWs are made, which are now his favorite car. BMW, Be My Wife. That's what I used to call it. So that is from a Blue Blood, and also how Tuchel wants Kovacic and Mendy. He can possibly have both if he takes Aubameyang and Koulibaly as well. We'll be waiting. We're still waiting for Ryan Gibson. Ryan Gibson is he has a different opinion. He's a Bayern Munich fan. He has a different opinion. He's very upset with what is going on. But I want you guys to hear from him when he comes. So I'm gonna let my panel know that I'll give him some time because he hasn't got that much time to stay with us. So I'll give him much more time to waffle wherever he wants to waffle on this platform. Then he can he can go back home. All right. So fit to hit the like button in front of us has an exclusive secret source, absolutely real on the Tuchel divorce. Tuchel ex-wife told Thomas she was not happy living in London. That was coming from Phantom. Also said and she will leave him if he didn't quit Chelsea. He decided to stay. She divorced him. Okay, I mean, it's divorce. It's not a problem. We still move on. Thomas took his anger out on the player and demanded time off to visit his daughter from Todd Bowley, who refused. Players got upset, and player power got him fired. Coming from Phantom of Minute Topic. Thank you very much. As coach of Bayern Munich, his ex-wife might come back to him. I don't think if that works, it works that easy. Also, lots of news about Everton too. Thank you very much. We always welcome to share that news with us.
I think I put that in our group chat earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, the Premier League got to get them investigated for essentially profit sustainability stuff, which is essentially the Premier League's version of financial fair play.
Okay. Thank you very much. LOL, every player at Chelsea is a Tuchel target. Mendy, Koulibaly, and Aubameyang believes nothing.
To be fair, you can take Aubameyang.
I think he already wants him. That's why no longer heavily linked with Bayern. Not longer heavily linked. Bayern have appointed.
Yeah, they made it official earlier.
Okay. Before I did the stream, it wasn't really official. It wasn't really official at that time. So now we'll see it official. Thank you very much, Phantom. Blue Blood. Side effect of Tuchel going to Bayern Munich includes Phantom not signing any future fan contract with Spurs. No, so Bayern have announced the sacking and their new manager. Thank you very much, Blue Blood. And so crazy, right? TT at Bayern. Big up to you, Chelsea OG. I'm very, very happy you're here with me today. I wish I could get you on, but I know why I cannot. Tuchel is confirmed coming from staff. Big up Ryan and Steven. Staff, you're gonna have your brother here, Ryan Gibson, the German football expert, will be on our platform today. I know you'll be asking of him a lot, so he will join us here when he's ready. Patrick is correct. I'm not heading to Spurs, but I might dump Dortmund for my number one Bundesliga team.
This man flip-flops teams so much.
Phantom, I love Phantom of Many Topic.
I love him. I swear every day I'm on the stream, he supports another team.
Yeah. So, what am I right now? Phantom of Many Topic might be heading back to Leipzig. Another Leipzig. Oh goodness, Phantom. Are you moving from Manila to Munich? Coming from Blue Blood, LOL. You think Tuchel won't cheese the cheese chase people off?
It says won't cheese people off.
Won't cheese people off. How do you develop Mane and Sonny?
To be fair, the only thing I will say on the whole thing is there's clearly some stuff that's gone on that we don't know about.
Right.
Let's be honest. But
I was told he's very cocky too. He's very, very cocky.
Like only 3 games all season, and he's suddenly sacked. So there's clearly more to it than we know.
Blue Blood, no Bundesliga, but Bundesliga might become my top football league once again. That is coming from Phantom. And also, Chelsea OG said a few of Chelsea managers have won Chelsea league elsewhere. Thank you very much, CFCOG. Premier League refer Everton to independent commission over alleged breach of financial rules. Oh my goodness, that's
Yeah,
heavy.
that's what I was explaining.
That's
Essentially,
heavy.
it's
That's
the Premier
heavy.
League version of financial fair play that's called profit and sustainability rules.
CFCOG said that just thought of a new curse. If you win UCL at Chelsea, you can't win it at another club. That would be hard. That's where the karma will come from. Okay, is it Jose? Is it Ancelotti and Jose?
I think that's what he means. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Tuchel will try join. Emmy is he Emmy? Oh, join. Okay.
Try join.
I want to.
I'll get what you're saying. He's trying to say try to join them, as in try to join them.
Oh, join them. Okay, okay. I want to love you. Said hello, my brother, and everyone on the panel. Welcome to everyone in the chat. Hope everyone is doing well today. CFCOG said Benitez, he added Benitez also to it. England had a good win. Yes, we'll talk about England. They had a very, very good win, but everything has been negative. And we'll get into that aspect. We'll get into that. Also, England had a win, and in Italy, had dominated midfield once Jorginho was substituted. I know where you're coming up. That is Jorginho, anti-Jorginho man. Probably doesn't really like Jorginho. Blue Blood doesn't really like Jorginho that much. Chelsea fans don't feel safe if Uncle Georgian come drifting. Young Mason. Don't be surprised if Phantom will never walk alone. God of Frog, big up to you. I hope you're doing very, very well. Glad to be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure Tuchel won't be there for long. That's how I feel. That's what I feel. Either Tuchel is done for, or he's changed he's changed it up and is focused now, or he is focused now. Got a Frog said Mason Mount to Bayern Munich 80 million. We'll try and stop that. Jesus Phantom, do you ever have anything sensible that is coming from stuff? Oh, okay. At Chelsea OG, well, Bundesliga won't be difficult, but I think the fans might complain with his approach if he doesn't what he did at Chelsea at Bayern. So guys, let's mute let me pin in the comment here. I think I don't have a whole lot to go. But I still have more coming from Georgie, more coming from God of Frog, CFCOG. He says CFCOG, and also George, a whole lot. Let me see. And also Scala United, the France 11 versus the Netherlands 11. What's this? Is this Magnan?
Oh, Mike Manon or whatever it is. Yeah, he's the goalkeeper for AC Milan.
Kunde, Kanate, Upamecano, Tia Hernandez, Griezmann, Tuchumano, Rabiot, Coman, Colomwani, and Colomwani as he was heavily linked with Manchester United and Mbappe.
Do you remember at the World Cup?
Yeah, he came from the bench and scored a goal.
Yeah, he's a young guy, isn't it?
Okay.
I think
Mount
as well.
Stop said Mount won't go to Bayern Munich. I don't think he fancy abroad. Mount wants the mineral machine munchies. Is it munchies? Munchins. I'm sure that's what it means. Got a frog. All right, I can't read that. I don't know what that means. I couldn't read it. Got a frog. I see you, Louise Strain too. Okay. In some Chelsea news, Kante played his first 60 minutes in a behind closed doors friendly. Okay, that's Kante. I had that friendly, the behind the closed door news. Games will be coming on soon. Yeah. Okay. Really, I thought you were a Jenny. Oh, Chelsea done, man. Okay, guys, let's stick to the content, guys. Let's stick to the content. I like Luis, but he's too soft sometimes. Okay, Chelsea, cheese people, of annoying people. Okay,
Okay. I wasn't even sure on that one.
yeah, decent coach. I'm trying to get you guys comment, but sometimes some of them. All right, big up to Animal. So Coachella is legend. You lot have a similar show. Oh, okay, coming from King of Animal. Big up to you, brother. I hope you're doing very, very well. Yeah, Coachella is my brother. Is my brother. Oh well, I'm off. King of Clowns, German expert is coming on. Absolutely, he is coming on. My heart can't handle a Tuchel reunion. That is from Kim So. Kim So said that. Georgie said, yeah, Luis is jarring sometimes, and I know he can't back up any talk. Bit of true, to be honest, coming from Georgie. So yep, stuff. Kante did good news for us. We beat Chelsea 3-0 in a friendly. Well, you should expect him to win it. Yeah, bring Nagelsmann on. That is
I mean,
so
it
you
was
want Nagelsmann now?
mostly
Now
for
what?
the
Chelsea fans want Nagelsmann from the German national team manager to Nagelsmann. Right now, what I've heard is Nagelsmann also have been linked heavily with Tottenham job. I don't know if Daniel Levy is gonna do madness. Bring Nagelsmann to move right away from Bayern Munich's job to Tottenham Hotspur's job. I think that's too much. He has to
I mean,
relax.
I'm pretty sure we're not looking at any managers at the moment. So,
all right. So, guys, let's get into it. I'm gonna start from on my right hand side. I have Ryan 89 over there, and I'm gonna start from him. Mr. Ryan. Ryan is a big Liverpool fan. I'm gonna start from him.
Nizan, do you mind if you start with Herbert?
I'll start with Herbert.
Please, thanks.
Herbert, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Can you put the microphone a little bit closer? Let me see if there's.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can hear me, look, the news is out already. Tuchel has got his job. Do you think he can do it?
Oh, Tuchel, I mean, he has shown previously you can win a Champions League in 6 months, so why not? He's got probably a better squad what he had at Chelsea. I mean, they have won 8 out of 8 Champions League games. So, and I've been hearing this that he wanted that Bayern Munich job since he left Dortmund. So obviously, this is like his dream job. And if he didn't get his job, he was learning Spanish to get the Madrid job after Ancelotti left. So I think this is what he wanted, Tuchel. I mean, I'm not sure that he wanted to come to Chelsea after PSG, but obviously you guys got him and he worked out well for you guys. But this was his dream job since he left Dortmund. That's what I've been hearing all day. So, yeah, I think he can do it. He's got a very good squad. He's got some of the world's best attackers, even without a centre forward. We are saying like Bayern Munich are one of the favorites to win the Champions League. So, and he's a German as well, so that works well. The last time they had a German manager, before Nagelsmann, they won a treble. So why not? He can do it.
And then if you look at his style of play, do you think his style of play will make any difference? Or do you think really change
he played a back 5, back 3 at Chelsea. So obviously, I think he was forced to play a back 5/back 3 because you guys didn't have centre backs who can play in a 2, be it Rudiger, Christensen, or any of them guys. So, but at Bayern they don't. I mean, they don't really play back 3 as far as I know, because they have last time also they played Delict, Upamecano, and what is this Cancelo, and sometimes they play that French fullback Benjamin Pavard, and obviously Davis. So I think he would have to change a bit, but again, this is his league. I mean, he's a German, so I don't think that will be too much of a change. I don't think it will be like a jump from PSG to Chelsea where you guys were literally in the mud, and he he was like the savior for you guys. So I think Bayern are in a very good place, man, and I think they have the good. He's the right personality, I would say, to take them wherever they want to be, and obviously they want to win the Champions League, and they're 1 point off for Dortmund. So yeah, I don't think it should be too much of a, you know, there won't be too many chops and changes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Herbert. Blue Blood said that if Phantom keeps swapping clubs, he might never walk again, rather than walk alone. Okay. CFCOG second free Louis is my boy George. George, George is very funny. He's not an aggressive type, more of a joker coming from CFCOG, and also Nagelsmann is a winner. Unlike Potter, bring him in. Coming from Kim So Mount is setting to head to Bayern Munich or Liverpool now. I don't think he fancy abroad. Kim So, if Nagelsmann comes to Chelsea, Timo Werner will want to come back to CFC. Timo Werner again.
Oh, please no.
All right, Steven.
Yep.
Take us through the story. Thomas Tuchel, your man, has got another job at Bayern Munich. Can he be the man that can change, or can he win them the Champions League?
I mean, it's a weird one, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, like I said before, I think Nagelsmann's lost 3 games this year, something like that, 3 games this season.
Yeah.
So this is why I said there's clearly something that's gone on that we're not aware of, because you don't just randomly sack him. I saw something about they weren't happy he went on a skiing holiday even though it's the international break.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's international break. What do you want him to do? Developing players, okay, what can you really do with Sané and Mane when they're basically past their peak now? I think they're both like late 20s into their 30s. So you can't really do anything with them. And then you talk about developing players, and they've got Tuchel in, who doesn't really like playing many young players. So that doesn't make sense to me either. It's just a mess, in my opinion.
Well, I listened
Plus,
to
they gave Nagelsmann, if I'm not mistaken, a similar deal to what we gave Potter. So It's a lot of money, and they're paying him until he gets his next job. They haven't sacked him as such. He's been released or something, I think they worded it, but like they're still paying him until he gets another job or until his contract expires.
Right. I mean, he was seen as the manager for the future, a manager that will be at Bayern Munich for quite a long time, be able to build a very, very formidable, strong squad, and very, very big squad that can win trophies over and over for a long time, because what he did at Leipzig. But as of now, from what I've read, I didn't read, I listened that comment coming from a German journalist, and he described Nagelsmann to be a guy that really antagonizes people at Bayern Munich. And I did say earlier on, he hasn't got a good relationship with Thomas Muller. He hasn't got a good relationship with what's his name, Manuel Neuer, and some other player, and he hasn't been able to transform. Because I know I said develop. That was the word develop that the guy used. But in my opinion, they have already been developed, but then their form was not being good. But he hasn't got to be able to get them to start playing very well, which is Sadio Mane, who was coming from injury, and then also Leroy Sané, who has not been performing well, Steven.
I mean, the thing is, we can't say that they haven't been playing well. Like, they've lost something like 3 games all season. So if there's somebody out there saying they haven't been playing well, then I'd love to know what they think playing well is. Do you know what I mean? It's a mess, honestly. I can't figure out what's going on there, and I've looked at something earlier. I think I sent in our group. There was an account, I'm pretty sure it's like a fairly big Bayern account, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did a poll about the sacking of Nagelsmann, right? And it was something like 5,500 people responded, right? 81% of people, so I think I did the maths at about 4,400 people give or take, were not happy that Nagelsmann had been sacked.
Yeah, a lot of people are not happy. You're right.
4.4 out of 5.5k that answered that person's poll said they weren't happy. And at the end of the day, you're getting results. So as a fan base, you're not going to be happy. You're getting results and you've still sacked the manager. What more can the guy do?
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephen, for taking us through that. Mr. Ryan, are you ready now?
Yeah, sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now take us through the what's going on with Thomas Tuchel's move and then Nagelsmann's being sacked, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I echo everything both guys have said. It's in many ways a crazy decision, given Nagelsmann was on a 5-year contract. He's a young coach with a strong reputation. Everything really was in place for him to be a long-term manager at Bayern Munich, and you can't say that he's been unsuccessful in his tenure so far. He won the 2 German Super Cups. He won the Bundesliga in his first season in charge. This is unfortunately the modern culture where I see a lot of younger coaches getting less opportunities and more chopping and changing of managers, unfortunately. And I'm not an expert on Nagelsmann, but I know from kind of news I've been following that he has a very strong personality. And unfortunately, that can rub some people the right way, but it can rub people the wrong way as well. And I think that's more of what's probably the explanatory factor here, that he's fallen out with key personnel in the hierarchy of the club and key influential players as well, like the guys mentioned some of the names. So, yeah, unfortunately, Nagelsmann is no longer, and his loss is Thomas Tuchel's gain.
Okay. Absolutely. His loss is Thomas Tuchel gain, and this is coming from George. Says, why does Johnny Manuel think he can tell any CFC fan what's right? We all have our own opinion and thoughts. Absolutely coming from George. Georgie, big up to you, Georgie. Phantom of Bennett Toby said that blue debate might take my foot. Diabetes might take my foot. Okay, blue diabetes might take my foot. Come on, Phantom. Fact, Reese and Philip trampled all over Italy 3-man midfield. 3-man midfield until Jorginho went off. Irrelevant if you like Jorginho or not. That is coming from our staff. Okay, Kante looked good in the picture. No video was available. Phantom said Tuchel is my number number 1 coach of all time. That is what he was trying to say. Staff Mount reportedly was one of those who were fed up with Thomas Tuchel. That is coming from staff here. That's all. City will take care of Bayern Munich. Staff, if you are correct, then Mount is headed to Anfield to be Ryan's idol. Ha ha ha. Ryan loves
Is he
Ryan.
saying if he's correct about the Mount and Tuchel thing?
Yeah, from staff.
I mean,
Staff.
how would that make sense? Tuchel's no longer the manager, so why would something that apparently reportedly happened in the past with another manager affect what happens in the future when we got another manager in? That wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, so he said he's not going to Bayern Munich. He will be going to Liverpool since he doesn't like Thomas Tuchel.
But then he's also still not 100% out the door. So
okay, thank
that's
you.
The other thing. One thing I will quickly add is, if there's any Bayern fans listening, get ready because you could be about to see some of your wingers playing at wing back.
Okay.
That's the last thing I wanted to add on that whilst I remembered, because we've seen it a lot.
Oh, okay. King of Animal, thank you very much. He is coming from Malawi. Big up to all Malawi fans that are listening to this program. Thank you very much, the King of Animal. It's always nice to see you. Different people, new people joining the platform each and every day. He says, so Nagelsmann changed the L to an R and the world, and then he will be done. He will be done for. I'm from Malawi, so then and word is on the word is on set here, unlike the USA. Trying to get all these comments in. Is Bayern Munich still in the UCL competition? Absolutely, they are. They'll be playing Manchester City. Mount will be wearing a Chelsea shirt next season. Up the Chelsea said, where is OG at? I'm not so sure where he's at. Staff. Okay, staff bet. He's not here. Up the Chelsea need that London radio voice. All right. Who won 8 out of 8 games? Coming from staff. I love beating. Is it I love beating.
No, you know what you like to call paperwork.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the paperwork. Okay, he betting now. Oh, okay. He loved betting. Okay. I get it now. Up the Chelsea. Thank you very
It was
much.
the easiest way to explain it.
Yeah, love betting. DraftKings is the best. DraftKings. Yeah, DraftKings.
Let's not give them free promotion. They get enough.
Yeah,
promotion.
guys. Absolutely. Well, Alfonso Davies get a game under Tuchel, or is he too young? Chelsea can make a move for him if he is not in Tuchel's plan. Maybe a swap for Cucurella. Hell no. Big up, Steven. But our name should be spelled Steven. All right. Yeah, some people spell it Steven, and some others always go with the S.
My name's
the other
spelled
one.
the way it is. Just
It's just like my name. My original name. My first name is spelled differently compared to some other people. So, what part of London you from, Stephen? Stephen is from London. My London address was Stephen Bush Road in Hammersmith.
Shepherd's Bush.
Sheffield. I said Stephen. Because I just said Stephen earlier on. Stephen Mount is not getting the big contract with CFC. And also, Nagelsmann got Timo to score 29 goals coming from a phantom. And also, can't wait to see Tuchel develop.
in the Bundesliga, though.
That Bundesliga. Okay. Can't wait to see Tuchel.
Striker can do that in the Bundesliga.
Can't wait to see Tuchel develop Musiala. Ibrahimovic till and then what's the last one again? Marasic. Not familiar with the Bayern Munich players. Yes, Phantom man from Bush too. Okay. Bayern Munich are facing Man City in the quarterfinals, coming from so Pep versus Tuchel again. Pep will be doing the Team of anything again. OG, I lived near KPR, and also OG is a phantom of many topic. Bush Road is full of hotel houses. Phantom of many topic coming from staff. Staff said of too much nonsense. The salary is agreed. This
it's the length of the bonuses.
Yeah.
It's what
Dublin block
we've been saying here for a few weeks at this point. That's literally it. It's stuff that should be easily compromisable.
Okay. So guys, I'm gonna come back to the comments again because I was very, very close with the comment. Danny Boy, big up to you, Danny Boy. Big up to you coming on the platform. Guys, do not forget, I haven't said this, it's been over 41 minutes now since we started streaming. So do not forget to put a like in the video when you come on. I have a poll there. You can also participate in the poll. And if you're in the comments there, big up to you, Danny B, for joining us, Danny Boy for joining us here. And that's what, guys. So let's continue. This is a question I keep asking right now at this moment. I don't know if you guys have any answer. Now I'll start with Steven How would Tuchel tactics differ from those of his former Bayern Munich coaches, especially Hansi Flick? and also Nagelsmann? How would his tactics differ from, and then be able to change the way Bayern Munich play at this time and point in time? Because this next game will be Borussia Dortmund. So, what do you make of that?
I've not really seen much of Bayern previously. Only really when we come up against them in the Champions League, because you can't always get the games over here. But we know how Tuchel typically sets up. It's going to be interesting how he fits the players that Bayern have into that system. If he sticks to that, who knows? Maybe he finally goes to a back four. Who knows? But it's going to be interesting regardless. But like I say, I've not seen enough of the previous managers to know how they set up and how it compares.
Right.
So I can only really go on what we've seen from Tuchel in the past when he's been here. But yeah, it's got to be interesting. Does he stick with a back three and have to use people like Alphonso Davies as wing backs? Possibly. Does he go to a back four? Who knows? You've got players who can fit in the back four perfectly. At Chelsea, it's something that we don't really have. When you look at it, at Chelsea, one of the big issues, we keep saying it and we keep banging on about it, and it looks like it's going to get solved in the summer. Defensive mid. That's one of the reasons we struggle when we play a back four. But at Bayern, he should have the more than enough capabilities to do that, if he so wishes.
All right, big up to you, Richard Evans. I hope you're doing very, very well. It's always nice to see you here. See new people here, like I've said earlier on. Big up to you, CFC OG. Peace out, bro. Take care. Up the chills. Yes, bro. I'll see you later. And also, Richard Evans says, what happens if Mount goes to Bayern Munich? Bayern with Thomas Tuchel. So that's a question.
Then Chelsea get money. That's the best way of putting it.
Chelsea gets money. How much?
It's the best way to put it. Huh?
More money.
Or just it'd probably 50. Be less. Let's be honest.
50. Bayern will not pay over the odds. You have to know.
But
Bayern
it's also a case of if he goes, it's more likely a Prem team. And if it's a Prem team, they're going to pay a premium because he's an English player. He's an English international that's regularly in the international squad. Okay. So there's that, which also obviously comes with the homegrown stuff as well. So there's a premium on that as well.
Scala United Habit, take us through anything you want to inject into Thomas Tuchel's appointment, and then Nagelsmann's sack, the fans, and then tactics variation. Let's have a debate. Let's have a conversation here, guys. You can jump in when you feel like you want to react to any of us comment if you want to. And if there's any comment that you guys want to react to it, feel free to react to it.
I mean, you did mention about the tactics. I mean, I don't think he'll be doing what he did at Chelsea. As I mentioned, like when he arrived at Chelsea, you wanted at least half of your back four sold, and he made do with whatever he had and won you the Champions League.
Can you come close a little bit, Habit, to your microphone?
Yes. So obviously at Bayern, it's much more of a settled team. The only problem is that they have too many wingers and not a striker. And if you play wingers, then you have to, and obviously like Musiala and Thomas Muller, them guys have to start. So that brings a problem. Like out of Sane, Mane, and Gnabry, only two can start. So one of them is relegated to the bench. So I think those are the kind of problems he'll face. And again, Alphonso Davies, you mentioned, they have Cancelo who can play either fullbacks, and they have two right fullbacks already at the club with Pavard and Stanisic. So he would have those kind of problems, to manage the personalities first of all, because Bayern is a big club and they have big ego kind of players. So yeah, I think those are the problems. I don't think he'll switch to a back five. I highly doubt that. So yeah, I mean, if you have so many attackers, why not just go all out, especially when you are playing Man City? Obviously City will, for example, like if you are going against City will have the ball, but again you can kill them on the break and stuff like that. I think those are the problems. I saw the lineup. Saw their lineup in their last game for Nagelsmann against Stuttgart, and they have all their wingers are on the bench. Sane, Sadio Mane, and Gnabry. All three of them are on the bench. So you can see why Nagelsmann wasn't I mean, he wasn't really, as you mentioned, very antagonizing personality. So yeah, so I mean, I think first of all he needs to get the dressing room back together. Probably that's the first thing, and then you can discuss tactics. So look, I don't doubt Tuchel. He himself has a big personality. If I remember
Yeah.
when United played in the Champions League against PSG, he was, we'll obviously beat them in the first battle when, when Rashford scored that goal, the penalty goal. But the next year again, we were drawn again and we were comfortably beaten over 2 legs by PSG. So, I think Tuchel, he's got the personality and obviously he's won the Champions League. So I expect Bayern to come back. I mean, they are already back, but I don't see them falling off. That's all I can say.
Okay. Mr. Ryan.
Yeah, nothing really for me to add on this, Nazan. I agree with both guys, the points mentioned.
Okay. So just like Ryan Hebert said, in terms of tactically, do we also see him getting some of Chelsea's players, those that really played very well under Thomas Tuchel? Are we going to see some of these players coming to Bayern Munich, Mr. Steven? Do we see the likes of Rudiger, who he loves so much? Do we see Rudiger? I mean, Rudiger left even when he was here, in my opinion. So, do we see Mason Mount going there, and also tactical variation? What is going to be anything different? Steven, you can jump in if you have anything you want to add to it. Steven, you feel free to add it to it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the only thing really that they need, ironically enough, one of our biggest needs is striker, right?
Yeah.
At Chelsea. It's the big need for them because they got rid of Lewa. Lewa went to Barca, and they're using people like Choupo-Moting, for example, to fill that void. And it isn't going to work forever. It works in the Bundesliga to an extent because you're Bayern Munich. It's basically always you and Dortmund that are the top two teams. So you can technically get away with it. But if you want to consistently perform even in Champions League, you'll have to get a striker in at some point. You can't keep relying on your wingers to play as false nine type role or rely on someone like Choupo-Moting. You can't keep doing that. So I would expect them to get a striker in the summer. Or maybe they start playing one of the young guys. You never know. But then Tuchel's come in and he don't really like doing that much. What was the other part to the question?
I was talking about his tactics and how he's going to change. And do you think he will be able to, unite all those players that are there in terms of, I know, Thomas Muller has a problem with Nagelsmann. Muller, one of them, and also Neuer also have a problem with them. Do you think Thomas Tuchel can be able to repair those relationships and then get them back to winning ways?
I mean, it's not like they have issues with each other as players, and they won't have issues with Tuchel as a manager. So there shouldn't really be much that needs to be done in that department.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I was Nagelsmann and your top keeper's gone away on holiday and got injured in a skiing accident, I would be pretty peed off myself, to be honest. Because that's him out for the rest of the season, if I remember rightly. So after the World Cup, he went away because you know how Germany, they have like quite a few weeks break over the winter. And then he got injured and I'm pretty sure he's out for the season. So if I was Nagelsmann, I would be annoyed at him as well. I think that's fair because now you're having to rely on somebody else. And at the end of the day, ideally, there's no reason why he should be going on a skiing holiday when he could have gone anywhere else. Why would you go on a skiing holiday in the middle of the season?
Yeah.
Then again, apparently Nagelsmann went and did that as the manager, and that was during this international break, apparently.
Okay. Whilst we're still talking about the Bayern Munich takeover, which is Thomas Tuchel taking over Bayern Munich's job. We still have another news on our face here, which is Cristiano Ronaldo. We'll talk about Cristiano Ronaldo here. Cristiano Ronaldo celebrated his world record 197 men's international appearances by scoring twice as Portugal's trash. Liechtenstein in the Euro, Liechtenstein in the Euro 2024 qualifying opener. So we'll also look at Cristiano Ronaldo. I know Ryan is here. Ryan loves Cristiano Ronaldo so much. Herbert.
What?
Herbert G. Your man is making record again. Although he's not with Manchester United, he's still making record. Cristiano Ronaldo. You cannot read the news without his name.
I am not interested in him, man. I cannot take anything about Ronaldo seriously. I mean, not yesterday, 3 days back, he scored a free kick, which was like after 80 attempts. And, everyone on social media was like, oh, look at Ronaldo's free kick. But no one mentioned the goalkeeper who he scored against. He's a part-time player. He's not even a full-time player. The goalkeeper who he scored against.
It's like
So, yeah, I mean, like, the whole league. Yeah, he also made a statement like, obviously the Saudi league is not like Premier League, but it can get better. It will be like,
he said it could be like a
4 or
top
5 years.
5 league, didn't he?
Yeah, he said that. And look, I think he has only a 1-year contract worth 200 million. When he leaves, I don't think anyone will care about that league. And I was just reading something right now about Modric going there next season because obviously they need to replace Ronaldo. And I don't know what he's doing, but look about him, man. I'm not interested in Cristiano at all. Even when he was at United in his first season, and whatever he did in that 2009 season by being a complete, pest and wanting to leave. I don't blame him to wanting to leave for Madrid, but with Ronaldo, it's always about him. It's never about the club, and his personality, I don't like it. It's not the kind of guy personality I like. It's just it's too full of him, man. That's all I can say. I mean, look, 2 weeks back he was, smashing bottles because his team lost. Trying to, make himself relevant and think that he's doing at the big stage. Look, it is very ironic, man. Your biggest rival is winning the World Cup while you are relegated to playing a league where, they are plumbers and world records.
Herbert, I know you don't like Ryan, but don't you think those arrogance have made who he is?
You mean Ronaldo, not Ryan, right?
Yeah, Ronaldo.
Come on,
Ronaldo. Ryan, get off my brain. I know you don't like Ronaldo, but don't you think this arrogance that have made him who he is right now? And he gets frustrated if he doesn't win. His team doesn't win. He wants to win every game. Don't you think it's a good sign of a good player?
I mean, it is, but again, that what you mentioned, the arrogance, it can become quite, toxic. That's what happened at United. Once you're not playing and you are asked by the manager to come on at closing stages of the Tottenham game, and you decided to storm off to the tunnel. Where is that personality? That's the thing, man. He wants to win. He wants to win. It's not that he cares about the team winning, unless it's Portugal. So it's not that I hate him. I don't hate him. It's just that something about his personality is very off-putting for me. That's why. Look, I'm not a Messi fan either. But if you have to, if push comes to shove, like I'll pick to watch Messi every day. So yeah, man. I mean, it's that's all I can say. And karma comes back very hard. As your nemesis, your biggest competitor who you have been fighting for the last 15 years, on the world stage. He has completed football while, you are on the bench and your substitute is scoring hat-trick. So, stuff like that, it's like, it's poetic. I mean, it's sad to see what he has. He's undoing his legacy for me. Uh, I just feel that way, like, Cristiano. I mean, he's back in the Portugal squad. I was hearing Martinez saying that Roberto Martinez again, he's another fraud. I don't know how he got that Portugal job after doing so bad at Belgium. And he's saying that we need Cristiano. I was seeing his pictures with Diego Dalot. Diego Dalot is again, he's a big Ronaldo fanboy. So yeah, man.
I think Martinez did a very, very good job with the Belgium job, but it took too long. And when a coach takes take too much time with a specific team over years, over time, it looks like they don't listen to him anymore. They are fed up with his instruction. They want something new. That's what it looks like is going on with our current players.
Do you know what it
Martinez
is though? With
Yeah, go ahead.
Martinez. So with England, there was this whole thing about we had the golden generation. It was wasted, right?
Yeah.
Stephen, Martinez
before I let you go in on again, big up to Mikael, and also big up to I think Tony. Thank you guys to see you here. Nice to see you guys here again. I'll come back to the comments real quick, but I want the panels to flow a little bit. So go ahead, Stephen.
Yeah, I'm only going to take a couple seconds. England had this whole golden generation thing. Oh, golden generation was wasted. All this year. The thing is, what Martinez had at Belgium was their golden generation. England's one never won anything. The Belgium one didn't win anything. You look at it now. Hazard, Lukaku, you look at the ages now, and obviously Hazard's got the constant injuries. He doesn't play as much. And Lukaku, let's not even go there because there's issues there. But you get my point. Like, you got all these top players and you've not achieved anything when in reality you should.
Okay. All right, let's go to the comments. Let me see what the comments have. What we have here, got a lot here. Stop says supporters of Bayern Munich own 51%. It's a German rule.
Yes,
that
50
is the
plus 1, I think they
50.
call it.
Okay. Todd bought all my Arizona team's best players coming from Phantom of Minute topic. And also you're boring me with your comment. I'm sure it's talking about Kim. So Phantom of Minute topic. I will take Davies in a heartbeat coming from Kim. So so staff block me. Who cares? Staff will not block you. Staff cannot do that. And also, what's the update on United takeover? United takeovers. Danny Boy, United takeover news will be up tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have United fans here. We're gonna have Herbert here back again. We're gonna have another United fan who was here with us a couple of weeks ago. So a week ago, not a couple of weeks ago, a week ago. So yes, we're gonna have him here. So United content has been pushed away to tomorrow. So we're talking about Thomas Tuchel, who is trending all around social media. That is why I have to bring this platform out today, so the video can get that recognition that it needs. What is the update on United? I think I just read that one. Staff versus Phantom. Yeah, I think we have to do a boxing fight for them and raise some money for charity. Tuchel is a traitor. He coached BVB and Bayern Munich. Keep up, Stephen. Mount will have no reason to go to Bayern Munich as he fell out with Thomas Tuchel, and also Kim So, that's coming from Phantom, and also Kim So. What is that one? It says okay. Said the opposite of love is hate. It's not to hate, but not caring. He's talking about Gandhi? Is that what it means? So the opposite of love is not to hate, but not caring. This is entertainment only. Thank you very much, Phantom. Who is Bayern United at this moment? It's going to be difficult. It looks like, we'll get that. We'll get that content tomorrow, guys. We'll get that United takeover tomorrow. Stuff. Uncle Georgie Klopp is going to convince his nephew Mason Mount to join Liverpool, coming from a Phantom of Minute topic. So Bayern is already my Bundesliga team. Danny Boy, the Man United topic got knocked off the front page. I put out that news to be coming tomorrow, so that is why. Tuchel will play high line three, just like at Chelsea. Okay, that's some stuff. And also, if I'm heading to Jordan's open arms. Richard, big up to you, Richard. Richard said, for the record, I would like Mount to stay. I believe he is really important for us. He is really important for us, but I don't believe he had an issue with Tuchel. I think this is a Mount Tuchel. It suits argument. It suits the narrative coming from Mr. Richard Evans. Thank you very much, Richard, for your wonderful comments. Muller would do well under Thomas Tuchel. Muller is a legend. You know, I don't think he has the legs anymore. Richard, either Bayern or Liverpool, Mount won't be on Chelsea's next. It won't be on Chelsea next season. So Rudiger spoke Dutch. That's different languages. He will be. He would. Something here. He is a German international. Okay, that is what we have there. Tuchel will get Barcelona to send him Rudiger. Another Jim from Phantom. Rudiger is German. Very astute to notice he speaks German. Rudiger is a Madrid plank. Coming from Staff. Staff is getting annoyed with Phantom's comments coming in. Staff, okay, Staff, like Lukaku, Rudiger speaks many languages. Okay, that's my mistake. And also, Tony said that even in all, Tuchel will do well at Munich. He's quickly, his quality. He is a quality coach, but he will probably move after a couple of years, having won silverware. That is coming from Tony. Thank you very much, Tony, for your comment. And also, Staff said Tuchel won just one German Cup with the Dortmund team. Club won 2 titles with plus caps. Okay, Mount isn't starting on current form. He can, however, be a very good model on poster and on the social media. Contractual issues are about image, right? Hence, best handles chicken in EPL on his day. Big up to you, Mikhail, for this wonderful comment. Big up to Mikhail. How are you? That's a message. That's a comment coming from DJ Sav. Yes, okay. Tony said, can't see Mount going to Bayern Munich. I think I've read that one earlier on. Mikhail, all good, bro. Just been chilling with family and working. Yeah, DJ Sav is always working. Big up, Staff. How are you? Okay. All right, let's pause it here and then we'll be right back. I'll go back to Herbert. I think Herbert jumped off, so I'll go back to Stephen. Stephen, yesterday we saw a very long, England winning that was a big victory for England yesterday. England condemned Italy to a first home defeat in Europe qualifying since 1999 with a win of 2-1 victory in Naples since 1999. 1999. The Azuris haven't lose a single game at Naples, but England win. There was still negativity surrounding the big win at Naples. I'm going to start from. Did I say Stephen? Stephen, I'll start from you. Why was there so negativity surrounding England? Good win yesterday.
I mean, I've not been able to see the whole game. All I know is basically, for the most part, the lineup essentially. And it don't make sense, right? You've got Reece James, who best right back. People used to say Trent. Yeah. It's not Trent. We know this. Even Southgate's realised it. Trent's not even in his squad. And then you got Chilwell, who is up there, obviously, when he's fit as well. And you don't start him. Obviously, on one hand, I'm glad because it's one less game, little less risk of injury when they're coming back. But at the same time, you could have rested them against Ukraine in the next game because Italy's the bigger game.
Yeah.
I would have played them against Italy and then rested them for the Ukraine game. That's the way I
had pundits criticizing Luke Shaw that he's not as good as he's not that good to be in the English national team as the English left back position, because even when you talk about 5 or 10 players in the world, Luke
Mhm.
Shaw shouldn't be even part of the European or world best.
He got 2 yellows, right?
Yeah.
So, am I right in thinking one of them was for time wasting? I think I heard that one of them was for time wasting, and then he did a tackle and he got a second yellow.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering because I didn't see it, so I was just wondering if that's correct.
All right, let's go to Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, England won yesterday, but there's so many criticism and negativity
I
surrounding the
don't think
win. It
Ryan's
was a
here. I
big
think
win.
he's on the train. I think it's only Herbert.
Oh, Ryan is not. I thought it was. I don't know what's going on. Mr. Ryan, England won yesterday, but there was so many negativity surrounding the win, and it should be a very, very big win because England, no one has won a game at Naples since 1999 under the Azzurri. So, what do you make of that win, and why is there so negativity surrounding the win, Mr. Herbert?
I think there are lots of points about the negativity. First is Southgate himself. I don't know how he's got another gig, another tournament when he did again. He did. He did not really achieve what he was meant to achieve. This was his
Close
third.
microphone a little bit.
What was it like? This was his like second attempt at a major competition, and he failed. I think
Yeah.
that's one point. Another is again linked with Southgate. Why is he picking Calvin Phillips? He has played 15 minutes all season. So and Harry Maguire again. He's not a starter at United. He's our fourth choice centre back behind Luke Shaw. So I think the negativity is mostly around Gareth Southgate. And look, the team they beat, it's the Italian side they beat. Only 4 players started that European final who are present in that team. Only 4 players, and rest of them were new. If you looked at the centre forward, he is not even the main centre forward. He is a player who is the top scorer in the Argentinian league. So you can clearly see the level of opposition. Obviously, it's a big win, and again, there is another issue that the stadium, Italy don't really play in that stadium, so it was a bit new for them as well. So, couple of points going, not really. I mean, it was a good win, but again, people should not be hyping it up. It was a good win in the isolation, but you know, England haven't lost a qualifier, you know, for the last 3 years. They have topped all the qualifying groups. They have topped it for the last 3 years, so it's not really a big deal. The big deal is when they go into the competition and they fail. They never beat a team which they are not supposed to beat. I mean, they lost to Croatia, they lost to France, so they lost to Italy.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you lose a final at your own, stadium with all your crowd support? You scored the first goal, so it shows a lot of, look, I don't particularly rate Gareth Southgate, and I'm more than happy that Luke Shaw got a red card so that he won't be playing the Ukraine game. So he'll be coming back to United fully fit. That's all I
Yeah.
care about. I mean, if you are a Chelsea fan, you don't want to see Reece James getting injured, especially of all the injuries he has faced. So yeah, man, those are the reasons I see. Like I don't think this
And
is the negativity. It's just the truth. People can call it negativity, but this is the fact. Southgate is yet to beat a team which on paper he's not supposed to beat.
Yeah. Just like Stephen also said, and you've said it many times. He's not been able to beat teams that are. I mean, you talk about big teams in Europe, like when he gets to
Yeah.
that stage, he cannot go over the line. And then if we're talking about Italy, I know Italy and Italian team are not playing as good as. They were not as good as they were when they play in that Euro, but they've gone 41 unbeaten, qualifications since they started playing in
I
their home
think it's
ground.
41. I'm not
Yeah,
100% certain on that, but I think that's what they said when I was listening to it.
for one of them. So it should be a big win for England going there to defeat the Azuris 2-1. And that, but there's so many questions. I don't know why Reece James have to come in that late, but some pundits
It
are
was
saying,
pointless bringing him in with like 5 minutes plus added time left. Just quickly, on the guy that scored for them, it was his debut, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because I've only really seen highlights, and I remember something mentioned about a debut, and I was like,
right.
seriously, this is what we're doing.
All right, big up to you, Neri. Nice to see you back on the platform again. He said, what did Neri said? Okay, Stop said. Meanwhile, in Chelsea news, Felix and Enzo have injuries, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Injuries have no influence on a team. I don't think they do. I know Stav is trying to be sarcastic here. I am fine, my Canadian friend that is coming from some big Nagelsmann to Chelsea, big Nagelsmann to Chelsea. Are we going to see that happening? No, I don't think so. No, so now injuries are for after wimps. We fired our team doctor already to stop wasting money on the injuries coming from Mikael. Thank you very much. Yeah, Todd Bowley have fired almost everyone.
I'm not sure I understand what the point is supposed to be there. That to me made no sense.
He said nah, injuries are for, you know, if you listen to what Stav said earlier on, Stav said meanwhile in Chelsea news, Chelsea news, I think says Felix and Enzo have injuries, but that doesn't matter. Injuries have no influence on a team. And I said Stav is being sarcastic here. So that's why it looks like Mikael read what he said, and they said nah, injuries are for wimps. We fired our team doctor already to stop wasting money on injuries. So probably that is why he was coming from. People need the biggest diggers. Potter is going nowhere.
Digest.
Digest. Okay. See the D to be B in my eyes. Goodness. If Julian comes to Chelsea, I would like to see Timo Werner here again. Timo Werner is, he's past his best, man. He's past his best. Potter is going nowhere. Neither at Chelsea. Okay, that's coming from Stav. Although it's about the Jenny, so it's all vibes for me. That is from Mikael. Also, Stav. Either Potter stays or Mount stays. One of them goes at this moment.
I mean, that's not how it works.
Okay.
They could both stay. They could both leave.
Stav said Havertz retired from international football. Mikael says juicy. And also, Chelsea will struggle in 10th place under Potter. That is from DJ Saf, and that's how DJ Saf feels. That's his opinion. Let's see if Potter can do the unthinkable, can move Chelsea from that 10th place. We've been there for way too long. If he can move them away from there and take them to somewhere around the 6th or 5th place, and I know Chelsea fans will be pleased with that.
So long as we don't get Conference League, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Conference League, I would rather have nothing.
Hazard didn't take his off-season exercise seriously, and that's why he came back and he was bloated.
But we say this, but then we heard it from John Obi Mikel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hazard, when he was at Chelsea, basically, I think the wording was, he's the laziest footballer, or he's the laziest trainer he's ever seen, because he basically did no training, and then he would still show up on a Saturday, a Sunday, or a Champions League night and perform. But you can't get away with that at Madrid. It's just not going to happen.
Right. All right. So, Phantom said DJ Potter need 8th to make the Arteta standard. Big up to you, Mr. Patrick. I hope you're doing very well, Mr. Patrick. He says, Phantom didn't go to the spots. Phantom. Okay, I meant TT. He was positive. He was going to Tottenham, coming from Mr. Patrick, and also no narrative, Richard. From staff, Neri said didn't know Potter took a temporary job at Nigeria. When did he get that temporary job? If you can share that with me, I'll be very, very happy to know that. Phantom is taking the Spurs job instead. That is a blue blood, and also sack Potter and get the Bayern manager. He suit Bowley's system. What system does Bowley play? Does Bowley have a system? Can you guys?
I think he means Bowley wants a project. I think that's what he means.
Okay. Mr. Pat, that's Patrick. That's what Patrick said. Patrick Batman said, I agree with Meg. That's from DJ Sav. I suspect a Phantom was a closet yeet. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Yeah, let's avoid using that term.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I know what it means.
I
Let's avoid
know,
using
I
it.
know. First England win in Italy since 1961. Oh my goodness, that's a long time, 1961, and still fans are negative on this. Herbert, 1961, Herbert, 1961.
No,
Rich
I'm not.
James.
The fans are not negative on the win yesterday. Obviously, everyone is acknowledging the win. The negativity is around Southgate and what he has done.
Yeah,
And he only reason he's still at the job is because he's an yes man to the FA. So
that's
that's
that
where
one
the
I know.
negativity is
Yes,
coming
man.
from. Yeah, and you are giving game time to Calvin Phillips and Maguire and people like them, and players like Fikayo Tomori, even Chris Smalling, who he has always said that he's not a ball playing defender, but somehow Maguire is. I mean, I've seen Maguire for the last 3 years. He's not a ball playing defender. So I mean, that's the problem, and where is the justice? I mean,
Mhm.
Fikayo Tomori, he got man of the match whilst playing against Tottenham at their ground on the same pitch in which Eric Dyer is playing, and Eric Dyer gets a call up. So stuff like that you can't legislate for, and that's where the probably the criticism comes to Gareth Southgate. It's not negativity. Negativity would be you're not wanting the team to do well for your own game. So I mean, look, I'm not an Englishman, so I don't really care what happens to England and to Southgate. I just want my United players to come back safe without any
Okay.
injuries. And I think any club, I mean, even whether you support Chelsea, Liverpool, or any other club,
Mhm.
I think the majority will agree with me.
Hmm. You
All right.
know,
Thank you very much. Let me give you guys
you
an
were
update.
saying.
An update. I'll do some with you. Chelsea fans,
Me
you're
one sec.
listening.
I
Go
was
ahead,
just gonna
Steven.
quickly say, you said earlier, about he called up Phillips, who's played like 50 minutes. I
Yeah.
completely forgot about that. You call up a
Yeah.
player who's played 50 minutes. You call up Maguire, who don't play. Like, I get you trust Maguire, but he doesn't play. Call up
And
someone like Fikayo Tomori.
it's all about endurance. Endurance, the physique. You
Yeah,
should be fit
Maguire's
to play a
terrible
game like
anyway.
that. Yeah. Tomorrow isn't playing.
Yeah, Tomori's
And
been
he gave
playing.
away a
Tomori
goal
should have been
yesterday.
called up.
He gave away the goal.
What was that again, Herbert?
I mean, Maguire gave away the goal yesterday. He was the reason behind Italy scoring, him and Luke Shaw.
Okay.
Yeah, don't surprise me. It's Maguire. This is the exact point I'm making. He don't play for you lot because of reasons, including mistakes, and then
All
he
right.
still gets selected.
Let me give you guys this update. Chelsea trying to close deal for under 18 winger Alex. Is this Matos? Is that Matos?
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Alex
Yeah.
Matos from Norwich. Free transfer plus add-on. So another player that Chelsea are trying to get. Young players, 18 years old winger Alex Matos from Norwich City. So yes, so I know Chelsea want what's his name? Bartley. He wants
Hmm?
they're working very hard for the Southampton player. I did talk about him the other day. What's his name again?
Oh,
Um
Lavia.
Lavia. Chelsea are heavily linked with that player. And if Southampton go on relegation, Chelsea can get that player very cheap if that should happen. Herbert, you know much about that player, Lavia?
Yeah, Lavia, yeah. I mean, I know you guys put in a bid for him. It was the end of the transfer window for like 50 million. So yeah, he played against us as well last 2 weeks back when
What do you make
Casemiro
of
was
him?
sent off wrongly. So yeah, he's a good player, man. He's a very good player. He skinned. Let me think. He skinned Anthony and Jadon Sancho. What talent worth 150 million together on the touchline. So he is very good player, man. He's very good on the ball. He is an eight. He's not really a six. So I'm not surprised that you guys want him. But I'm not really sure where you're going to play him if you spend that kind of money because again, I'm seeing lots of players saying, Enzo Fernandez is a six. I don't think he's a six. He's a six in
Oh,
the
Enzo's not a six.
yeah. He played six at the Portuguese league, but not in the Premier League. You need You need a runner. You need someone like Caicedo next to him. So I
The
can see you going
difference
for
is.
Lavia.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I can see you going for Lavia for probably, replacing N'Golo Conte in that way because Conte, again, he's not really a sitting six. So,
All
The
right.
thing is, with the Portuguese league, it's
Mhm.
not like Enzo was a lone six either. He had someone next to him who was better suited to the role, which gave him a bit more freedom. Like he wasn't, like we're saying, he's not a natural six. He had someone alongside him who could do all that work.
Okay.
Which
Thank you very
is
much, Stephen G. What team will?
Nee, just quick. I know it's not related to
Okay.
Chelsea or Bayern, but Newcastle are trying to appoint Man United's head of young recruitment, David Harrison, as the new head of emerging talent at Newcastle. He would work for the first team and oversee academy signings worldwide for Newcastle.
Mr. Herbert, have you heard that news?
It's just come out now.
he's Newcastle are taking our scouts, you're saying.
Yeah.
He's one of the guys for like the youngsters,
Okay.
like
I
head
mean,
of
look, this is
young recruitment or something.
we are not really a good team for scouting young talents. Chelsea are. They buy so many young players. I don't know why. I've never heard of this guy, to be honest. You don't really hear the names of scouts. So, good for him, I guess. United signed the Southampton an analyst 2 weeks back, and Southampton are bottom of the league. So, I guess if you're good at your job, it doesn't really matter where the club is. It's about what you can bring to the table. So, yeah, probably he is good at his job. But again, I am not seeing any youngsters come up since Mason Greenwood. So, yeah, good for them.
Big up. Big up to you, Guna. It's always nice to see you. Say, big up, bro. We don't want him anymore after this season at Blue Blood. I'm not so sure what he's saying because I jumped all the way down to react to some of the comments there. So let's see what Mr. Patrick says. So what team wouldn't want Tuchel? That is what Mr. Patrick said. Reece
Look,
James and Gallagher.
about Lavia, one more point I just saw. That's a good point I forgot. Manchester City, they have a first refusal on Lavia. Oh, I forgot
It
about it
comes into
because
effect next season, though.
yeah. So if you guys go and
Next summer, rather, not
they
this
can
summer.
refuse that. Yeah.
Yeah, that comes into effect summer 2024, apparently. Which would explain why we're going like for him now, obviously, because then we can get him for a similar price to what that clause would be, and then
Okay.
City obviously couldn't then get him.
Yeah, let me see if I can get that tweet up. See if I get that up on the screen. So yeah, City have the first refusal. I hope he doesn't think of going back to City, else it'll be a bummer.
I mean, if we go for him now, which we are, then it's not an issue because that comes into effect 2024, not 2023.
Okay.
That's what I'm
All right.
saying. Like, that's why we'll be going so hard now. I mean, he joined Southampton in the summer, and then I think it was deadline day we put an offer in for him. Deadline day in the summer. So literally, like a month after he signed for them, we put in an offer to sign him.
All right, let me share that on the screen whilst we have everyone here, so we can all see that news we just shared. So that's what we are. This is coming from Fabrizio Romano, and this is exclusive. Chelsea are in advanced talk to sign under 18 talent Alex Matos, 204 from Norwich. Okay, deal entering closing stages. It will be done on free transfer with add-ons. English winger will become part of the Jim Frozer project, pushing for signing to build up on the 20 squad. Okay. So that is where we are. If you're a Chelsea fan, you should be happy. You should be very happy with this news. Todd Bowley is not sleeping, doing deals. Okay, we're gonna have a
Always
Blue Blast.
working.
Yeah, they're still working. Blue Blood said that Reece James and Gallagher both came on, but they came on. I think Gallagher was the one that I've had a lot of positive in terms of the way he played. He played very, very well. People said Gallagher was so good on that in the game yesterday, but then Reece James came in very, very late. So why even bring him on? The issue is length of contract. Players have the right to their own image coming from staff in terms of the contract between Chelsea. Chelsea, and then also what's his name again? Mason Mount. So thank you very much, Blue Blood. And Blue Blood, great result for us yesterday. It should have been more than 2 goals. We should have won by, I think, more than that number of goals. His DJ is trying to say that's the issue with Mount contract stuff. Okay, I agree with Stav. I can't see Potter going anywhere, but we don't get Champions League qualification with him in
We're not
charge.
going to get it by sacking him now anyway. We've got no chance unless we actually win the tournament.
Yeah,
So
I
it don't
mean,
make
how do you
difference.
get qualification if you even sack him? And who are you going to bring in right now? And how sure do you think that person can transform the team right away? Potter has already taken so much time. He's getting to know
Whoever
the
comes in
players.
has to win the Champions League for us to qualify. That's all there is to it, and it ain't going to happen.
Yeah, Potter is getting to know the players. There's no need trying to sack him and bring in another person in. That would take so much time again trying to know these players. So big up. Go ahead.
Just quick, I'll only take a few seconds.
Go ahead.
I was talking to someone earlier and they said we should sack him. I went, okay, what benefit is there to sacking him? They went, there's no benefit to sacking him, but there's no benefit to keeping him. I went, so you keep him then? If there's no benefit either way, then you've answered your own question. You keep him. At least until the summer, then you evaluate. Because if there's no benefit to getting rid of him, why would you? There's literally 0 point. Plus, who you go get to replace him? Nagelsmann will probably go to another club quite quickly, and it's possibly going to be Tottenham.
Mm-hmm.
So who's left then? I don't see anyone really there.
Right. All right. Mikhail said, "Big up, Neat. How have you been? I've been all right. Brother. I've been all right. It's just a lot of work behind the scenes, but I've been all right, brother. Nice for asking and checking on me. I hope you're doing very well too, Mikhail. Tommy, is it Tommy Tuchel has much pressure on him to justify the manner of Nagelsmann's sacking. A lot of people are not in favor of them. But okay, guys, the latest update that I have right now is coming from Ryan Gibson, who was supposed to be on the platform. He is very, very upset with the sacking of Nagelsmann. He is supposed to be a special guest today, but unfortunately, he said there's update on his internet coming from an internet provider. So if he's able to get that done on time, he will be here. But if he can't get it done, then we'll take probably next time we'll talk about it. If not, so be it. Tuchel wants to live in Germany because he can't see his daughter. So that is coming from a Phantom of Many topic. And then also we have it. Would you be against Bowley sacking Potter for Bayern's ex-manager? Staff, that's a question to staff. Staff, if you have any answer towards that, please show it. I know probably if you're already giving your answer. Okay. Shot got booked for time wasting at a throw in back for a foul less than a minute later. So that's why he got 2 yellow cards. Tony Staff cares about loyalty and heritage, not trophy. Strangely, Southgate put Gallagher on the on to show things up with Reece. I'm sure Southgate has had talks with Chelsea. I think Chelsea's real fitness level. That's what Staff said. Phantom, how do you know where Staff morale
regarding his fitness is what he was saying.
Yeah, I think we lost Herbert. I know it's very late. It's about midnight in Herbert's place. And Harry, okay. Blue Blood said, and Harry Kane now is the top goal scorer for England, broken Rooney's record, pulling away from Wayne Rooney. That is absolutely true. Potter is here to stay. Results don't matter. He has custody of comparison pictures of Boli and Ekbali. Compromising pictures of Boli and Ekbali. It was a condition of his contract to leave BHA to join CFC. So that's from Mikhail. Thank you very much. That's heavily coming from Mikhail. I'm reading. I'm sure. I'm the yes. I hope you're doing well. That's that Asian sound familiar. Absolutely, he is an Asian. He is in. I think.
No,
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah, that accent sound familiar coming from that accent sound familiar. That's from NDS said that. Yeah, that accent sound familiar. He is around your area, so you should know that accent. Patrick, because staff he would rather lose than being disloyal. You guys need to leave staff alone. Leave staff alone for just a second. DJ Subs and Mikhail, and this is the saddest thing. Potter will always be backed, regardless of what he does. That is from DJ Sub. The fact that he was allowed to stay. I have just come out of a crisis meeting in a press conference. I'm sure he's relating that to Graham Potter.
We know what that was regarding, but at the same time, the board ain't gonna care about that. At the end of the day, he said it because there was all this rubbish in the news. So he was late, and he's decided on the spot. I'm gonna say I was in a crisis meeting. The board ain't gonna care about that because the board probably thought, well, we ain't sacking him. Why is there all this talk of crisis meetings that haven't happened? So they probably didn't care, in all honesty.
Yeah. Patrick said it is embarrassing, DJ. And then also the last one was Nigeria lost 1-0 today. So I was joking that Potter took over. All right. If Nigeria lost today, I think yesterday Ghana also won 1-0 to, I think, either Angola. I think Ghana won yesterday, and the only goal was just coming from I think either 2-1 or 1-0. I'm not so sure. 2-1 or 1-0. The winning goal was coming from no one else but Mohamed Kudus. Manchester United, you guys want that player? It's right there for you. Go and get him before
1-0.
1-0, right?
It was Semenyo, I think it is, in the 96th minute.
Okay, 95th, and the goal was the only goal was scored by Mohamed Kudus, isn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was this Semenyo or whatever his name is.
Okay, I thought it
in
was
the 96th minute.
I don't know what I was watching anyway.
No,
right,
the one I said is saying him. It's not saying it was Kudus.
All right, thank you very much, Neri. And Gunnar said that Tuchel, the right man for the job, will knock out City. Let's see if he can do it at Bayern Munich. Let's see that. Graham Potter's blue. How is it going? He's talking about blue blood. Phantom, I saw Chelsea win 8 trophies before Roman arrived. I waited 26 years between the first 2 and then the last 6. I'm no glory hunter. You know nothing about me or Chelsea now. Now get back in your box. Okay. And the Tuchel already has an eye on Jorginho to join Bayern Munich, coming from blue blood. Manchester City have a buyback clause option on Latvia and may take up that option by bring him back as he came through their ranks. But if you have that buyback clause, City are right now looking for.
It doesn't come into effect. This is the same thing I was talking about. It don't come into effect until 2024.
Oh, so if Chelsea want him now, Chelsea can get him without that. Okay, so it doesn't come.
Worrying about that. It's fine.
So DJ, that could be one of the updates for you in terms of Man City have that buyback option in terms of they can refuse any other club trying to sign Lavia. So that is it. Just by the way.
No, I think it's right of first refusal. I can't talk today. Right of first refusal. So they essentially, I think it means they essentially get to match any offer that comes in or something.
Yeah, we got some few minutes to end this stream. We got this few minutes to end this stream. That's just by the way. So good, bro. We don't want him anymore after this season. Blue blood coming from Blue. Guna. So how is live, Stavanger? Okay, good. Good, bro. Just very rainy today. How is the UK? Why you guys not checking on me? No one checks on me, but I checks on everyone. I ask of everyone, but no one comes over here and say, "Hey, what's going on, Nate Zion?" No one is checking on me. I guess I don't matter over here, but I'm bringing you guys the
we
news.
check on you. We check on you.
Man, Guna, man, I'm upset with you, bro. You know, I always check on you every day. We need we'll, we need to be going all out for Reece James coming from Tony. Big up to you, Tony. PSG and Chelsea don't
Wait,
want
what?
Tuchel. He says we need to be going all out for Reece James. Reece James scored a goal, and he said, "Look, those that said he's a midfielder and he can't
Rice,
score
not
goals."
Reece James. I thought it didn't make sense.
Oh, Declan Rice. Sorry, Declan
Yeah.
Rice said
I was
this.
like, that don't make sense. What's he
I
on
said
about?
I saw Rice and I said Reece James. It's been a
Yeah,
long day, guys. It's been a
fuck me
long
then.
day. Not fully asleep. I'm still half asleep here. It's been a long day. Today's stream, I've been all over the place today. It's been a long day, but then just by the way, like I said, Declan Rice sent this message out, and I know that message was directly to Graham Souness. Is it Graham Souness, right? Graham Souness, right?
Souness and Roy Keane. I know the exact thing you're on about.
Yeah,
it was to do with they were saying how
he can score goals.
You've got to do three things. You've got to be able to defend. You've got to be able to create. You've got to be able to score. And he was saying how essentially, like they're saying, you've got to do these three things, and that essentially it's disrespectful to say he's only good at doing one thing.
Okay, so yeah, he really told them, look, I told the people, I can score goals.
He's not wrong. Though. He's more defensive.
But how many goals has he scored? That's the problem.
But it
how many
doesn't
goals?
matter though.
He doesn't
He's more
score many goals.
defensive. He's more defensive, so he doesn't need to score. He doesn't need to create. So it's not that big a deal. It's just
why can't he be creative? If you're
he's a
defensive midfielder,
need
doesn't
to
mean
be.
you cannot be creative.
He's defensive, he
Essien
doesn't
was a
need to be.
defensive midfielder, but he was more creative, and he was scoring goals. And you're talking about, bangers.
I mean, Rice has scored goals.
How many goals does he
So he's
give
not
you?
gonna have
It
as
doesn't
many.
give you more than 5 goals a season.
But he doesn't need to. He's defensive. He doesn't need to give you a lot of goals.
I mean, all this argument comes to this. He did think that Souness and also Roy Keane feels that Rice can do more than he's doing, and they're trying to push him. They want him to do better. That's how they push players. It doesn't mean when they criticize you, it means those people hate you. They don't hate you. They feel like you can do better. You can do more than you're doing. Your output can be more than you're giving them at this moment. So sometimes that's how I feel. They're not just criticizing you for criticizing sake. What do you think, Steven? Do you think they hate him, or do you think they feel he can do better?
Him, but when you think the fact that he's more defensive, I think it's a silly comment to make about creating and shooting and stuff. Like, I don't get it. Like, the guy's a more defensive player, so realistically, we shouldn't be expecting him to create like someone like Ward Prowse, who's more advanced, or someone like that. You shouldn't be expecting that, in my view.
Okay.
I mean, in his career, right, he's played 262 games. Bear in mind, he's played defensive mid. He's played centre back. For the most part, it's been defensive mid. Yeah. So 26 goals or assists in all competitions, right?
Yeah.
If I take out the academy ones, so that's 5, 6, 256 games, let's say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got 26 goals and assists. I ain't got to complain about that. Oh, wait, hang on. There's 27. I'm not doing the maths. There's too many games for academy stuff. It's not worth trying to work out at the moment.
All right. DJ
Actually,
Sab
I got it.
and Kudos also late with us in the summer. Go ahead, Steven.
So, yeah, it's about 229, 228 games. 12 goals, 13 assists. So even still, he's defensive. So personally, I wouldn't look at that. You have him, so you would. Okay, say Chelsea get him, right? You have him to cover the defensive basis, so you can have someone like an Enzo do the creative stuff.
Mhm.
You don't need Rice to do that. That's not his role within the team.
Okay. All right. Gruner said there is a massive benefit in keeping Potter. He will make you very good and be patient. Coming from Gruner, and also he said if Arteta would leave tomorrow for some weird reason, the first name on my list would be Graham Potter. That is what Gruner said. He loves Potter. He loves Potter. From Leipzig to Bayern Munich to Tottenham don't make sense for Nagelsmann. The guy will consider his options in the summer. Let's not forget we have the trophy. We have Christopher Vivell, who has worked with him before.
That's
So
one benefit, right?
Yeah.
If we end up looking at him, and that's an because if he's still available, if he doesn't go to Tottenham before the summer, then having Vivell, who has worked with Nagelsmann before, he will be able to say, okay, this report in the media about what's happened at Bayern is BS, that's not his character, etc., etc. He would be able to tell you, this sounds like BS because of he isn't like this, he's not the type of person to have these issues with X, Y, Z. So when you're talking about things like players and the board and stuff like that, he would know these things. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So that's one benefit, but it's if he's available in the summer and if we're considering options in the summer.
All right. Potter needs specific player for his system, not just players.
Not just good players.
Not just good players. So Tuchel is gonna do bits for Bayern Munich, and elsewhere we have big up to you, Lord. Hope you're doing well, Lord. I just seen you. You're a bit late today, Lord. Come on, Lord. You guys should be the first people to jump on as soon as I go live. Tuchel is gonna do bits for Bayern Munich, coming from my big brother, Lord Vipper Nation. Big up to you, Lord. And also Gunnar said, how is life, Michigan, bro? My apologies, Lil. I know, man. I push you to check on me. I do check on you, bro. I make sure everyone is doing very, very well, even if you're not on the platform. Now I haven't seen you for a while. I can dig down and look for you. Good stream, boys. UTC coming from Richard Williams, Richard Evans. Richard, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the Manchester United takeover. So we're about to end the stream anyway. Nia has not been able to go out for nearly 2 weeks as the snow has been so heavy. I wouldn't say nearly 2 weeks, but here in Michigan, even there could be summer. We have summer, and you can still see snow. We can see snow coming down. Here in Michigan, they'll tell you this is United States. Michigan has a weird weather. There could be a heavy sunshine, and we can see snow coming down, and frozen ice just falling, where it can even crack your windshield. Yes, heavy snow. That's what we call hail. Can be falling down here. It can even crack your windshield. So, yeah, it is Michigan. Yeah, we still got snow. Still snow, and it's soon April. That's crazy. It is. It is, bro. It is. Chelsea needs sees badly a 6 badly. Okay, a 6 badly. Who would be your first choice for the summer? Steven, and number 6. Who should we be?
I'm not sure. There's a few players that I would.
Should Lavia be one of the players?
Lavia is one of the players that we're looking at. That's a fact. Apparently, we're looking at Manu Kone. I think that's Gladbach. That's another one that we're looking at. We're looking at a few. Let's put it that way. That's the easiest way I can put it at the moment.
Okay. All right. Blue Blood said Declan Rice might be an option and scored for England yesterday. Club are going through total restructure, top to bottom. Tuchel last 3 times lost 3 times in 7 games with a full squad by Kante. There is
Bar
long
Kante,
term.
so except from Kante, he was the only player that wasn't available, is what you said.
Okay, full squad. Okay. There is long term project to rebuild the whole club. Thought
Tough
if
if you can't take it.
tough if you can't take that. Stavi, yeah, bro, but he is coming to US. You need to have another option.
Us,
Absolutely,
he's saying Arsenal.
yeah.
We don't know that. I'm just saying,
Well, as
don't make out like it's a guarantee that he's going to Arsenal.
who is coming to us now?
About Rice.
Who? Declan Rice.
Yeah, he's talking about Rice.
No,
There's
no,
no
no, no.
guarantee that he goes to Arsenal.
There's no guarantee, Guna. There's no guarantee he's going to us now. Lord, I think Lord said going to thoughts on Tuchel going to Bayern Munich.
France are 1-0 up. Griezmann.
All right, banter aside, Reece would be perfect for Chelsea. Big Chelsea fan too. Yeah, I know Guna likes he likes Reece James. Stop
Rice,
said
Declan Rice.
yeah, Declan Rice. Why do I always say Rice and Reece James?
You're
Come
tired,
on.
that's why.
I've said this many times. Lord, this is all Lord now. Lord was late, so he's just trying to throw all the comments down for me to read them. Gunto, if he is successful, which is almost guaranteed, are you gonna change your response? Is it your prospect? Are you gonna change your prospect? Lord, also Gunter said I care
Couldn't
less
care less
about
about
Tuchel going
Tuchel
to
going
Bayern
Bayern.
Munich. Fair enough. Lord said that I guess you will say the same thing if he wins the Champions League somehow.
Mhm.
Can't be singing Reese Rice. He is English. Okay. Today I'm not mean. Steven, take the rest of the 5 for me to the last comment stuff. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with me today.
So Lord said he's about to build a team that no one would want to play against. Yep, we've all heard that quote when he was here. That's one we're used to. Stav said, I couldn't care less if he wins anything, stealing a team with just 5 games to go. So what? Lord said, what you mean, so what? I wouldn't call it stealing. Guna then says, I will be here when Declan Rice joins Arsenal. Talk soon. We'll see. Like I said, there's no
Right.
guarantee he joins Arsenal. We will see what happens. And then the last one that's here at the moment. Oh, never mind. We got another one in as I said that. Stav said Nagelsmann got them there and they were already one of the favourites. And then Tony said, when I said earlier about Champions League, I meant next season. He don't get us top 4 next season. We're talking about Potter.
Shout out to you, Mr. Tony. I hope you're doing well. Let me see what I have here today. Hello, Modric. Yeah, Ukrainian manager Ruslan Rotten said, hello, Modric. It's a great talent. It's a great talent. Opening his potential is upon his potential is right ahead of him. In a couple of months' time, Hello, Modric will play a key role in the Premier League. So it's all about time. We know how good he is. I'm on the Bruja.
I mean,
Real
I
Madrid.
don't know who said it. I saw a quote earlier. Like I said, I can't remember who said it. But they said essentially, I think it was something along the lines of he's got to get used to obviously everything that's new. Plus, obviously, his family, his country are fighting in a certain situation. I don't know what would happen if I said the actual term on YouTube. Probably nothing, but I'm not going to say it anyway because you never know. They'll suddenly find an issue, so I'm not going to go into that. But we all know what I mean when I say that they're fighting. So that's obviously a difficult thing as well, whilst he's trying to adapt to the whole new country thing as well. And like I said before, there's the new country, there's a new system in terms of football, there's new teammates he's got to know, they don't speak the same language as him. It's difficult as it is without the external factors of his home country.
Okay. Steve. All right. So still
Which
more
is
coming
why I
in.
said at the time, obviously for different reasons, about he's getting the Kukurea treatment of just take him out the spotlight, and it might help him.
Okay. Arsenal
Is
wouldn't
there any
spend a
more? Do you want
dime.
me to go from?
Yeah, you want if you can go for it if you want to.
Yep. Arsenal wouldn't spend a dime. Chelsea would pay highest fee. I don't think Arsenal are fans of bidding wars. Stav says, Stavy, what knee? That's the project. Bowley said they won trophies or top four, not the aim in first season. Lord responded with, blame the players on board. It didn't work out behind the scenes. So that'd be about the whole Tuchel situation.
Yeah, go to the next one. Stav, Lord. Stav one is just Lord Z. So
Yeah.
go to the next one.
And then Lord said, Stav, it's true. That's the reason he got sacked. And then Stav said, Tony, we shall see.
Guys, if you have any comments, send it in. This is just a personal conversation. Okay, we have over here Real Madrid have contacted Chelsea over the availability of Armando Broja, according to the Evening Standard. Evening Standard. Wow, Evening Standard is
Do you
very,
know
very
who the journalist is that wrote that by any chance?
No, Steven.
Oh no, I was just wondering if you had the name of it.
Oh, no, it just no, I don't have the journalist name here today. I don't have this one. It's just where the publication was coming from. Is the Evening Standard gave this report out.
France are 2-0 up inside 8 minutes, by the way.
Do what?
Oh, that's from July. That's from July 2022.
That's very old. That's a very, very old news.
I just typed bro, you're Real Madrid, and it says 30th of July 2022.
Is it from Evening Standard?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, that's old news. Yeah. All right. I think we've touched bases. The one that I have here is for tomorrow, Mr. Radcliffe and his people. So thank you very much, everyone that have been on the platform. We still got some few viewers here. Let me acknowledge Mr. My big brother Tony. I hope you're right, Stav. I do, but I have seen nothing so far with his in-game management that makes me think he is the right guy. Okay, that is coming from Tony. And then Lord Nation. Lord, thank you very much for being here with us. And also Gunter, Stav, Blue Blood is still there. Gunnar, big up to you, brother. DJ Sav, outstanding person. Mikhail, wonderful big brother. And also we have Neri, who was also part of the show earlier on. Thank everyone that has been on the show. Patrick Bettman, Patrick here. Steven, and also Ryan. Ryan was on his way back home, but he joined us on his free time. So thanks everyone that has made Phantom of made the topic. I can't end this stream without you. Richard Evans and also Danny Boy, Kim So, CFC OG, everyone that has been here. And big up to cheers, everyone. George, God a Frog, King of Animal, everyone on this Chelsea platform. Thank you. Scala United will also join us on the platform. We want to thank you for making this stream possible. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Guys, enjoy the games that is going on now. I think, Steven, you say who's playing right now?
France are 2-0 up against
France are 2-0
Netherlands.
up. Yep, they might end up winning. Guys, look, it would take a decade. It would take over another decade before Brazil will win the World Cup again. Trust me on that. That generational talents that they've had over the years is gone. Now everyone is playing football. It will take a decade again before Brazil can win the World Cup. Trust me.
To be fair, they've got some good talents coming through.
I mean, I know, and Santos and all that, but it still doesn't. They have better than Santos, which is Neymar Jr. They couldn't even win it.
They're not in the same position anyway.
I know, but I'm saying talents. When you have Santos there, you need a very, very good striker. When Brazil were
they got that
those...
Vito Roca or whatever his name is.
Yeah, number 9. Yeah, which they haven't had a number 9. Yeah,
another person who Chelsea have been interested in the past.
Yeah. So, like I said, when Brazil were winning those World Cups back to back and back those times, they have a formidable squad. And from goalkeeper, you're talking about was Dida from the last player, which is a striker. They are all top players it's not like they have one top right back and then one top goalkeeper and then one top striker. And then the midfield is just a little bit over average, a little bit average. But at that time, we have Ronaldo, we have Cafu, we have Roberto Carlos. All these guys were number one in the world. Rivaldo, and all these players on, Ronaldinho.
Kaká.
So yeah, Kaká and all, they were number one. The one coming from the bench, when it comes on, it's time to change the game. He will change the game. They don't have that anymore. Even it's been a long time since they have a recognized number 9 in the Brazilian national team. Now they're having Victor Russo. Is it Russo? Is it Victor what something?
Rucker, I think.
Rucco, yeah. Victor guy is
he's not yet.
coming.
He's
not
young.
even
he's
yet.
Not free yet.
Yeah, he's
But I'm
not
saying,
true yet.
like,
Very young player.
In a not too distant future, people like him and Andre Santos.
So let's say you need for 3 more years for them to be in their element. Santos and Victor guy, but we don't know.
To be fair,
positions.
To be fair, Santos is 18 and he's captain in the under 21s.
Yeah, but still young, Stephen. The experience is what I'm talking about.
No, he's still young, but I'm just saying, if he's already captain in the under 21s at age of 18, to trophies as well.
All right, Lord said, clip this. Let me see what he wants you to click. He want me to clip something. There is some more. Gunnar said, enjoy the evening.
He said that Potter gets sacked next season was his previous message before he said clip it.
Okay. I'll put this news down, the stream down, and then when the time comes, I'll just clip it. 3, 4. Lord said that, Lord. All right, so
158 into the stream.
All right.
Just because then it's easier than going through the whole thing. And
158 minutes. All right, we got just we're gonna end the stream here. It was 2 minutes more, but I think we're good. We're good. Comments. So sorry for the language. It's all right. It's all right, Gunnar. I understand if you apologize for it. That's all right. Says here, yeah, but this same game management won't work all the time. 1-0, you bring Gallagher, take out your forward.
To be fair, I was thinking the same thing, but then in the other games, he had been doing the exact same change of bringing on Gallagher, and it had worked. And if it's worked, your goal would likely go back to it. So I thought the same. And then I saw someone post something about the changes that he'd made in the previous games, and he'd done the same thing. He'd brought Gallagher on, 1 or 2 attackers had gone off. So I thought the same, and then I saw that. I was like, you know what? It's a good point. And then he done it against Leicester, and we went on to get another goal. We also should have had more chances before Gallagher came on anyway, and didn't take them. We had chances after he came on. We didn't take them. So it's just one of those things. It's not going to work every time.
All right, Gunnar, that's all right. Thank you very much, Stephen, for streaming with me today. We'll look forward to more streaming tomorrow. We got another big topic.
Is it same time or is it different?
Yeah, same time.
Oh, wait, I might not be able to make tomorrow, actually. I'll let you know for sure.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, just let me know. But
I'll let you know when I know definitively.
Okay. But I'll see you guys again tomorrow, same time. It will be a Manchester United takeover news. I have Manchester United fans coming on the platform. Herbert will return to the table again, and it will be a little bit more different. More of them talking and taking us through what is going on. Who has the edge over the other, Ratcliffe or the other new guy that is joining? I forgot his name until I go.
There's a few different ones. There's obviously the 2 main ones, and then there's a couple of them for minority. So
yeah. So one wants to have 50-50, 50 for him and then 50 for the club. So that I mean, some of them will like it. Enjoy the snow, bro. I love it. You don't know I'm a snow guy. I love playing the snow with my kids. So yeah, I love being in the snow. So see you guys again tomorrow. Later, the Esperantos, and hang on to hope, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode. Bye-bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.